Well, there's a lot of difference in the performance in good cattle and average cattle.
Oklahoma rancher Joe Mayer knows that in any given pen of cattle, several $100s can separate the top from the bottom. Even the most acutely trained eye often can't pick which will earn money and which will lose money when they show up in the feedlot, he says, unless they have more information on what's under the hide.
I mean, it's one thing for somebody to tell you how good these cattle are. It's another thing to show you, and you can show how good these cattle are or based on the genetic component by the EPDs on the sires that the cattle are out of. There's a lot of black cattle out there. Some are much better than others, and if you have the genetic component with the EPDs or the sires that those cattle are out of, that tells you a lot more than just the fact that they're black cattle.
Keeping detailed genetic records are a real ace in the hole when it comes to marketing, Mayer says. But adding genetic testing on top of that simplifies breeding too.
It's a way to improve your cows much quicker than the old traditional way. I mean, we used to not know if a heifer was going to make it till she had her second calf because it took that long to get some feeding results on the first time through. So it's just sped up the process and added some surety.
Mayer added the GeneMax test to his genetic toolbox last year as he wrestled with drought-induced culling. The test indicates an animal's propensity to gain and grade, two very important factors in deciding how to develop each one when feed is scarce.
We GeneMax baby calves, and then that gives us information to determine what we're going to do with those. Are we going to retain them as a heifer for ourselves? Are we going to sell them as a bred heifer? Are we going to feed those cattle, or what are we going to do with them? And that gives you the answer.
I'm Cindy Campbell.